Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss regarding the pipe sector, as well as we are going to discuss regarding one of the most and the fastest growing company in the pipe sector. So if you have like any of the pipe companies in your watch list or you're tracking any of them, you would have noticed that most of the pipe companies are down like 30%, some of them are down 40%. So we'll look into why that is happening. Again, I have divided this video like firstly, you'll have the overview of the stock. Secondly, you'll have the fundamental analysis of the stock. Thirdly, we'll talk about the company expansions as well as what they have guided in their con call. And fourthly, we'll talk about the current as well as the future PE of the stock. First thing first, what is Venus pipe into? So Venus pipe is into seamless pipes, it is into welded pipes, it is into heat exchange tubes. Now the question comes where these pipes are getting used. Okay, so these are used in power generations, these are used in your chemical and petrochemical industries, it is used in nuclear power, it is used in your automotives, aerospace. So it has a vast majority of application. Business is very diversified if you look into it because they have a lot of sectors they are catering to. Secondly comes what is their import and export percentages. So if you look into in FY24, they had only 12.3% of their export contributing to their overall sales. And for current year, like आज से अगर आप देखें for H1 of FY25, you'll see that अभी 33% of their revenue is into exports, and the rest, that is 67% unka revenue comes from import. And that is, I would say, very good for us as an investor. Fundamental analysis of the stock, you'll see that the revenue is up 19.6% and the PAT is up nearly 16.7%. That is for Q2 versus Q2 of FY24 versus FY25. But if you look into the H1 of FY25 versus the H1 of FY24, you'll see that the revenue is up nearly 26% and the PAT is up 35.8%. So that I would say is a very good performance, keeping in mind that all the other companies have not performed that great. So if you look into the other companies like Astral or Supreme or Finolex, their performance have not been up to the mark, whereas Venus Pipe is hitting sixes all over the places. So now we'll look into their guidance as well as their manufacturing capacity as well as their utilization of their manufacturing capacity. So I've already taken all the screenshots from their con call. So if you look into, so they are saying that they will be growing around 20 to 25% in upcoming 3 years, as well as their margins will be around 18 to 20% with new capacities coming in. So they are basically saying that in coming 4 years, they will be able to double their business. Now, if you look into their manufacturing capacity, you'll see that they have increased their manufacturing capacity from 2.2 lakh metric ton to 3.2 lakh metric ton. So that is a growth of 45% in just 4 years. Like from FY20 to FY24, they have increased their manufacturing capacity from 2.2 to 3.2. So that is what is propelling them to achieve such great growth. If you look into their capacity utilization, you'll see that around 85% on the seamless and around 60% is the current what they are utilizing in their manufacturing capacity. But their goal is to basically increase the seamless from 85 to 90 and the welded from 60 to 70. So that would basically increase their sales as well as will increase their profit from the same capacity itself. And going forward, they'll have to do more of the capex to keep on growing at such great rate, that is of 25%. In the fundamental analysis, I noticed that their other expenses has increased a lot. Basically in Q2 FY24 सिर्फ 14 crore था, and in Q2 FY25 now it has increased to 27.9. So it has nearly 100% increase in other expenses. And so they have given the reason for this, and they are saying that because of the backward integration, there is an increase in store and power and labor costs. So that is why you see 100% increase in other expenses. So these are the things that you should always look for, and during the con call, you should always see what are the questions that are being put, so that you can also get to know better about the organization. So now if you look into the current and the future PE analysis of Venus Pipe, you'll see that the current PE is 31 and So the current PE is 31 and the 1 year, I would say the forward PE would be 27.6. The reason for that is if you see they have guided for the sales growth of 25%. And if we consider that the previous year sales growth was around 800 and now their sales target for FY25 becomes 1000 and their profit growth will be nearly around 30% and the previous year profit was around 86 and the profit target becomes around 111. Now, if we divide the current market cap with the profit, so we'll see 3089 is the current market cap. And if we divide it by the profit target for FY25, that is 111, it will become basically your forward PE for FY25. We have now come to the end of the video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching and cheers.